Welcome back to Mid-Cap Radar. Well, one particular stock that's done very well post its results is Union Bank. In fact, it's taken up the entire PSU banking basket along with it. Gaurav joins in with the key internal details from the Q3 results.
Well, yes, if you look at Union Bank and if you look at the pre-provisional updates that were given by the bank, they were not that strong. So that is something which is actually surprising the market, because if you look at results and the numbers, they are actually higher than the street's expectation. So let's go through the numbers first. Net interest income, that was flat on a year-on-year basis, but it was again higher than the street's expectation, almost by 3 to 4%. When it comes to PPOP, which is pre-provisional operating profit, we saw a 2% increase on a sequential basis, again higher than the street's expectation. And the key positive point was the provisions. If you look at the number, now that has declined almost by 76% on a sequential basis, and as a result, profitability that increased almost by 18%, 10% ahead of the street's expectation in terms of profitability for the bank. Apart from that, this also reflected in net interest margins that expanded almost by 9 basis points. Remember, there was a rate cut of 25 basis points which was announced in December, and banks, if you look at other banks as well who have reported the numbers so far, 9 basis point of increase in net interest margin is something which is positive for Union Bank. Other than that, credit cost, now that declined almost by 13 basis points. Now it stands just at 0.09%. And as a result of both these data points, if you look at ROAs that have increased almost by 19 basis points, now it stands at 1.35%. Another key thing to highlight is that the gross NPAs, they have also come down almost by 23 basis points for the bank on a quarter-on-quarter basis. So all in all, a very great set of number for Union Bank. Let's also not forget about the deposit growth that was flattish on a year-on-year basis, but if you look at CASA ratio, that has improved almost to 33.96%. So that is also something which is positive, and as a result, stock has taken an increase of more than 5% in a trade today.
Oh yes, it's now 8%, Gaurav. The time you were speaking, the stocks are higher levels. Thank you so much for making sense of the numbers and talking about what worked for the bank this time around in Q3. Let's now move on and welcome